so welcome back to my channel. Today I have my second Valentine's inspired look for you. I was sent a few bits to play with from Sleek Makeup and I was very happy to play with them. So some of the bits I was actually kind of familiar with, like I already have some of these Eau La La liners and I already had actually this lipstick by 4 lipstick palette, but the one I had which is like over a year old now is actually slightly different in colour. So the one that I was sent is the Mardi Gras, which is such a lovely lipstick palette, and this is the one that I have. So you can see here the colours on the, well, on the right, but on the left maybe in the camera are a little bit different. Lovely palette nonetheless. Then I was sent the Eau La La Liner in Raisin, which is a wine colour. So I wanted to use this on the waterline because it's not a colour you'd automatically go for on the waterline, but I actually like how it turned out. These guys I already showed in last month's Shiv's Stash video, which are the iQuads. I used Moroccan Myrrh in today's video, which is the kind of brownie one, and then the one I didn't use is this one, which is Medusa's Kiss. I just tend not to use the greys and blacks as much, but I'm sure I'll make use of it again in the future. And then what I did use on my lips today as well is something that I was very unfamiliar with, and it's the Matte Me Ultra Smooth, I sound like such a bogger, Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream. So I'm really not used to these lip creams, and you'll have to see how I get on with that by watching the video. What I didn't use in today's video includes the Phoenix Rising Gloss Me Gloss. I actually already have a couple of these glosses and I do really like them, just the regular glosses. So this is a lovely kind of winey, well, it's like a brownie wine colour with gold and pink sparkle through it. Really pretty. And then also I was sent the matte lipstick in Vamp, which kind of reminds me of Diva or something like that from MAC. Really beautiful colour, but again it's a colour I overuse, so that's why I wanted to use the ones that I don't usually go for. And I will have one more look up for you for Valentine's before the end of the week, so we'll have to wait and see whether I decide to do a more wearable one or not, or a more traditional Valentine's one or not. We'll have to, yeah, like I said, just wait and see, but keep watching if you want to see how this is done, and cheers guys. So brows and base are done just to save time, and to start off with I did use the Sleek Control Shine and Prime primer. I really like this stuff. It's a great and expensive primer. And then I went over with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW13. I'm having a renewed love affair with this because NW13, which is a relatively new shade, it's out for about a year, actually suits me better than the NC15, so it actually matches my neck really well. It's ever so slightly more neutral than my own skin tone, but it still is a much closer match than the NC15, which was just a little bit too dark and too yellow. So really liking that. And then I also applied a little bit of Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer around the eye area, and then as my eye base I'm actually using the Camouflage cream by CATRICE. It's just a great concealer. I also have it on my blemishes, but I'll fix up the base again after the eyes are done. Then for the eyes, I think I'm going to use the Moroccan Myrrh iQuad. I never know if I'm saying that word right, the Myrrh word, but it is the slightly more taupey brown one. And yeah, I'm going to use the gel eyeliner more as kind of a base and smudge it in around the lash line. Get rid of those lines first. And I'm just going to use a small pencil brush for this. This is one of my Zoe ones. So even though this is a gel liner, it's not actually the most opaque thing in the world, so it works really good as an eye base, more as a cream base for your eyeshadow. And this, even though I thought in the pan that it was more brown, it actually is more purple, which is interesting. It's actually kind of more of a wine colour rather than, you know, it's like a maroony purple. And then I will pop a little bit of that underneath the lower lash line as well. Then before going on to any eyeshadow, I'm going to pop some of this Eau La La liner into my waterline, and it's Raisin number 293. These are great for lasting. I already have a couple of these. And this is a real maroony colour, so it's a little bit unusual for the waterline. There's no harm in trying it out. And again, I'm going to draw that lightly along the lash line. It's going to be a bit more intense than the gel eyeliner because it is more opaque. Now this goes on extremely like smooth and soft, but it does set to a waterproof finish, so you kind of have to work quick enough with it. So just get it down, don't worry about getting it neat, and then blend it out with a brush. And I know it's looking very like purpley pink around the eyes, but I will be going over with the eyeshadows in a minute, so it won't be quite this like gothic looking. Now whatever's left on my brush, I'll just run underneath that lower lash line without adding too much product. So to start off with the eyeshadow, I'm going to apply this guy here, which is called Asila, A-S-I-L-A-H. I'm dropping everything. And just press that underneath my brow arch. Oh, it's kind of glittery. Well, yeah, it's kind of shimmery. We'll go with it anyhow. Just not going to bring that down too far because it is more on the shimmer side. But I will apply some just there to the inner corner. And then I am going to lightly dust the colour Sahara Dune, which is like a taupey colour with a satin finish. It looks to be a satin finish anyhow. These are, first thing I noticed when I put my brush on them, they really crumble. Like they go on really, really strong, but they are a little bit fallouty, quite a bit fallouty, but that's fine. That's why I finish off the skin afterwards. And even though I'm putting it all over the lid, I'm still having a little bit of the maroon colour show through. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. And because those top shades are a little bit too shimmery for underneath the lower lash line, I'm going to go in to Arabia, which is a matte warm brown. I'm going to run that underneath the lower lash line. I definitely need to blend that out, so I'm just going to go in with my Luxe Petite Crease by Zoeva and give that a really good going over. And then with that same petite crease, I'm going to pick up the matte brown and start to load it onto the outer corner and into the crease. And there is a good bit of fallout with that as well. But even though there is fallout with it, it doesn't really cling too dirtily to the skin. It actually just wipes away really easy with my brush, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to go into a blending brush now again. Try and get rid of any sparkly bits. And then I'm going to go in with the matte brown all up over the crease. And I'm going to concentrate a little bit of that dark brown there on the inner corner, working it up into the brow. So I'll be honest, it's not my favourite sleek palette in the world. I like the colours, but I think they might be a little bit too crumbly for my liking. And even though I do love the sleek makeup, I am conditional mascara. I'm going to go with the Maybelline Lash Sensation Mascara. Lash Sensational. I always get so shushy when I'm trying to say that, but the Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline. I'm really, really liking this. And it really does give great lashes. Great lashes. It makes your lashes look great. Guys, this is such a good mascara. Like the formula and the brush and everything. The only thing, if I had to pick at something, is that it gets messy around the lid. When the product kind of goes everywhere, but that's not going to put me off it. And anyhow, I'm going to put some of this onto the lower lashes as well, just to really make more defined and dull, like, since I'm not really going with liquid eyeliner. Okay, so the mascara definitely helped save that eye makeup, and I'm going to apply a little bit more of my under eye concealer underneath to, there's actually not a lot of fallout, it did just flick away very, very easily, but there's a little bit of glitter from the more shimmery shades, so I just want to get rid of that. I'll quickly pop on a little bit of MAC's Mineralize SkinFinish Natural to set my base. Bit of NYX Taupe Blush to contour. And I don't think I'm actually going to bother putting anything on my cheeks. What I'll do is I'll do my lips first and decide on the cheeks afterwards, just because I kind of see it as slightly more of a grungy look, especially with the eyes. So for my lips, I think I'm going to go with the Matte Me Ultra Smooth Lip Cream, the matte lip cream. And I don't think I'm going to need to use a lip liner with this. So let's just pop it on and see how it goes. I'm actually not overly used to these kind of creams. I know like everyone and their aunt has them on Instagram, but I only have a few. And I mean these kind of lip, like liquid lipsticks in general, not just the sleek ones. Okay, so I really struggled with that. I like that you have confidence that once it's on, it's not going to move, but the applicator was a little bit rigid for me, and I've always struggled with those applicators. I need something that is movable, basically. So I did switch to a lip pencil, or a lip brush rather, to finish it off. It was almost drying too quick as well. It was setting too quick as I was applying it, so if you made a mistake, unless you moved it straight away, it was a bit of a pain. So I went around the outside a little bit with concealer to finish it off. It's very dry, so if you have dry lips, I'd say you won't like it. So I'd say this kind of formula is definitely for people who love their very matte, long-lasting formulas, and it would be good if you needed all-day assurance. It is a little bit patchy on as well. I don't know, I'll probably have to play with it a little bit more. So because of that, I think I'm going to go over with one of the, where's it gone? One of the guys from my Mardi Gras palette. Now my original, I actually have this already from about a year ago, and my original one, the colours are a little bit different from what they are in the new one. So what I'm just going to do anyhow is go over with a bit of this guy, which is Rio, I think, and just go over the centre of my lips with that. And I think this is going to make them a little bit more comfortable as well. Take away the dry feeling. And hopefully take away some of the patchiness. Oh yeah, I think that looks way nicer. And that actually, it's not a bad pairing. This would work good as a primer because you know it's not going to budge underneath the lipstick. Really like how that turned out with that over it. And in regards to blusher, maybe I do need something maybe around the top of my cheekbones. I'm going to go with one of my sleek palettes. I have this one called Pink Lemonade. We'll have a look at it. Sure, we'll go with this bright pink one for the laugh. This is called Icing Sugar. I have a feeling I'm going to have to be careful with how heavy I apply it. So I'll go with relatively fluffy brush. This is my Zoeva Luxe Highlight. And have my tissue at the ready to tap off excess. I'm going to pop that kind of up around the temple area. I do really like these blushes though. I think Sleek do their blushes, Sleek Makeup do really good blushes. I actually really like that colour. I might just tap a teeny bit of my, or go over it with my powder brush. And that finishes the look. So there's the finished look, guys. It was an interesting journey to say the least. I'm just, you know, not used to this kind of formula at all. And even though I already used the other blue iQuad, this had a lot more fallout, so the blue one didn't have as much fallout when I used that one. But I will leave a full list of products below anyhow, and you can just check all this out on the Sleek Makeup website if you're interested in any of the products. The iQuads aren't available until next March, which is next month, the 25th I think, and they're going to be on the website, and yeah, you can have a look at those. So thanks a million for watching, guys, and I'll chat to you all in my next video. Slán.